For today's practice, for my solo recital, I'm practicing Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana, and it is for my experimental piece. Today I've been trying to it's basically my first practice session, so I'm really trying to start off slowly because there are some very, very small details to do with double stops that are really hidden in the piece and part that I'm working off. So what I've started off doing is going on YouTube, listening to David Garrett's version of this, which is the version I think I'll mostly be drawing my ideas from. And I've also looked online for some sheet music, which I have found but doesn't obviously give me the same force and energy that David Garrett's recording does, which is actually more of what I need rather than sheet music in this instance. I'm looking at the sheet music just to give me guidance of notes and just to make sure I'm really hitting all the tuning that I think I'm hearing in my head when I listen to this. But otherwise, I'm working purely off my ears and what I hear in David Garrett's articulation and what I can bring from the way he plays it. Because it's very important in this piece that that's brought across, because when it's played on guitar, it's obviously a very, very different instrument, and if you don't hit the right bowings on the violin, then it's not going to give the aesthetic that Nirvana was pulling off during their performance. So today I've kind of just worked on a part in the song where it has repeated hellos. Hello, 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 hell no. So that's the bit I've been working on. And it's kind of got to this point, which I'm about to show you. It's not solid, nothing set in stone, but I feel like I've made headway now, and I've kind of broken that first barrier of, oh my goodness, this is such a scary piece and I don't know what I'm doing. So this is it. So that's kind of like the basic structure of where the double stops will be coming and how they're going to sound. But in terms of bowing and how I want to articulate and accent different notes, it's definitely nowhere near what I want it to be. So in future practice sessions, I'll certainly be working on how I can get the right articulation in and the right dynamics, obviously, and obviously accent bows and how harsh I want to press, and do I want this to be soft, do I want it to be legato, do I want to be sforzando, all that kind of thing will come in my later practice sessions, but for now this is my starting point. I've obviously practiced the more smoother melodic parts, but I feel like this is the most important thing to document at this point, because those bits are a bit easier, and again I need to work more on articulation and how I want to bow them out, but this part is the real like technical, get in there, get stuck in, try and make a practice session out of it, whereas the other bits kind of, they don't need working on so much initially because it's just the notation you need to know. And the rhythm's not necessarily that hard, but this is technique and getting the right notes and getting the rhythm all in one. So this really needs working on. That's my practice session for today.